Hey gang, this is Terry with Toxic Natos. Hey, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite watches. I've owned this watch only 2 times. The first time I had the white version, which is the SBGX117. Well, they call it the white version. In all honesty, the dial is more of an off gray, and the polish markers, our markers on the white one seem to be like a black chrome, so the dial does not wash out the markers, which is common on most watches that have a silver or white dial. In the sunlight it could be tough to read them, but not on the Grand Seiko SBGX117. Now this is the 117. I think they were produced in 2014, and correct me if I'm wrong, seems like they were only produced for maybe a year or 2. The specs on this watch is a 9F movement. They say it's a 50-year movement. That means it does not need to be serviced within those 50 years, but the battery does need to be changed every probably 3 to 4 years. And supposedly this movement is very taxing on batteries, so there is no 10-year battery you can put in it that I know of. Maybe that's due to the large hands. I'm not sure. Might be making crap up if I told you too much. But either way, I think the specs say it loses about 5 seconds a year. Case size is 42 millimeters. Sapphire flat crystal. I think it has an inner AR coating on it. I have to say that it's super legible. It does not wash out in the sun at all. It does have a ratcheting clasp for when you're diving. You can fold this baby up, pull this to the left, and extend it as far as you want it. Or if you're a fat dude like me, when you go to Taco Bell and eat too much, extend it. When you get rid of your Taco Bell, bring it back in. So this clasp is also used on the Seiko Marine Masters, but those are stamped. This is a nicer billet version, or machined. Really nice bracelet, oyster style. Matches the lugs really well. On some Grand Seikos, they tend to have the end links come a little bit lower than the case, and then it's a polished edge, so it almost looks like the bracelet doesn't fit the case correctly. Same with on the Marine Master, but that's not true on this watch. So the bezel on this watch is not ceramic. Seiko does not tell you a lot of stuff, and they do not tell me what this is, but if I had to guess, it seems like it's probably steel coated with a poly lay on top, maybe. The only thing loomed on the bezel is the 12 o'clock, which I like, because sometimes loom bezels tend to get super busy. All I care about is where I put this 12 o'clock. I don't care about all these other numbers. The hands are something that a lot of people don't like, and then some people do like. I love these hands. Honestly, if Grand Seiko sold just these hands, I would put it on almost every diver that they make. The legibility on them is sweet. Our hand is a cathedral style hand, but it's their take on it. I really like it. Drilled lugs, super plus. I can put some of the toxic shoulderless spring bars in there and not worry about failure. Let's get some measurements on this baby. The crown on this is actually pretty small, 6 millimeters. Seems like it'd be a larger crown for this size of watch. Height is 13.3. Lug to lug, 48.8. Case width 43.4. They list this at 42 millimeters. It's right at 43. That's what I'm going with, because if you told me this was a 42 millimeter watch, I would tell you you're probably wrong. 43, yes, I can definitely see that. So, like most Grand Seikos, when you buy this watch, it comes in a really nice box. I'm not going to show you all that. It's stuck in a closet. I don't care about the box. All I care about is the watch. And I do not wear the bracelet on this watch. As much as I like it, I either have it on a NATO or one of my Uncle Seiko GL reproduction straps, or a Toxip Magnum. That's my choice. And the reason why is because this watch has some girth to it. So I like to have it a little snug on the wrist. See if I can get some lume going on this baby. So I'm outside, as you can tell, once again, because I'm lazy and I don't want to set up my studio downstairs. But, well, not really studio, shop lights, whatever you want to say. There goes the lume. Does it stay lit all night long? Oh, absolutely. I think the lume on it is a little older, so it doesn't light up just like that, but man, it glows all night long. Bezel, super precise, no back play in it. Of course, the second hand hits all the markers exactly, what you expect on a watch that I think was about $2,800. No, I think they were $3,200 new. I don't even know what else to add about this. It's just one of my favorite watches. It is a little heavy. I wish it was about a 41 maybe millimeter. Oh, let me mention this. Some guys complain about the weird numbers, the style, the font they used on this. I can't remember if they call it NASCAR font, maybe goofy Looney Tunes font. I don't know. It is kind of weird, but when you actually own it, it's not really that weird. It works with the watch perfect. And this watch has kind of twisted lugs on it. Omega does them best, honestly. Twisted lugs, and Omega, the lugs twist on the inside. But I think at this price point, this is a tough watch to beat. I look forward to keeping it for a lot longer. I was actually chasing the silver dial again, but I missed out on it, and that's fine. Not a big deal. But either way, hope you liked the video, gang. If not, no worries. I understand. Oh, last thing. So here is a SKX 42 millimeter case compared to this 43 millimeter Grand Seiko. Not a ton of difference, except for the finish is a lot better. But this watch is obviously heavier, even though it's a quartz. Most of the movement is steel. And I actually opened up the watch a few weeks ago, and you can see on my Instagram feed what the movement looks like. It's a phenomenal movement. Looks amazing. It's kind of a shame that it's hidden. But did I even show you guys the case back on it? Oh, and the watch is rated 200 meters. Hey gang, sorry for the rambling. Thanks again. Have a good night. Out.